Look up into the mountains is what you see. And there's snowing up there. Today we're standing here. We're talking about what the elders left and the stories and the history of it. You take them young guys from the city and turn them loose out there. This is where you would learn about yourself. Listening to the birds, the animals, different colors of the birds. See like that bluebird that just went by. You walk out in here, on the side here, you'll find medicine. Especially down on that flat over there, you'll find all different kind of medicine that they would use for healing. All waters have spirit in here. The different types of fish in there has a spirit. So is the rocks that's in there. And the water is the one that has that spirit. Kidage pititsini. Ama nena omakina. He titsini katoma ki ni patapi. Ano ksakui stipuya. Ni tani tuma ki okki. Ni tuni tani tikimska amusi kosti. Amma kum khina tani uno khamsi tayu kimya. Anisto kamusi ustis. It's a testianisk apane. Matat kutkimska. Itsuki. Ne sista bitasti aki osketefpe. Itayo. Ni tuni tsi okki.
As I look forward to every change in the season that's coming, because everything is different, everything is new all the time, right from the plants that start growing when the water melts. And I think most First Nations that are raised in this area and have stayed on the reserve and that are the same way. They look forward to seeing the green grass. And along with that, what comes the ducks that come back, you know, and gathering of the eggs. The deer are going to start feeding different, all the animals will start feeding different than what they were through the winter and the spring. This area here is really important because what you see there is an old blind. When I was a kid, we used the same method right here in the same point. If you look at this land here, and you see a bay going in here, you look at this side over here, this is all a big point. So imagine somebody coming with a canoe and having people sitting here, and they spot a moose. What they do is take their canoes up on that side, chase that animal, and the animal's always going to run to the easiest place. He's going to run right through here. So they'd ambush the animal here. A lot of moose, a lot of caribou were killed more in the water than what people realize, because that was the easiest way to do it. And that's why this is what I see here. This place has been used for hundreds and hundreds of years.
The river is like the history flowing to the present place. The river is very important to me as a Dene person. Most of the time we see moose beside the river drinking water. So this year, for the summertime, I use a boat, motorboat, and sometimes a canoe. And I go hunting. Like I go hunting, I get a moose, or even beaver meat, whatever food there is out there along the river, I'm sure they bring it home. The water is something that is part of me, and I need to respect the water. I gotta respect the water, because if the water changes, my life's gonna change with it. Say a little prayer. We'll offer the river for protection. If you respect the moose will respect you back. And if you respect the river will respect you back. It'll look after you. And the river is, to me, it's moving. It's flowing and it's moving, and I trust it so far. I'm not sure about the future. A lot of times, like even as myself, I'm growing older, I think about these things. Sometimes I'm at home thinking about the young people, what is going to be left there for them in the future. I've learned by looking at my parents what they're doing, like hunting. My dad used to hunt a lot, and I asked him a question. I said, "Dad, how you do this?" He looked at me. That's how we learn. You got two eyes, he said, use them. Now as I'm growing up, I started using my eyes and I started learning without asking questions. How you do it. And I start, every time they went hunting, they cut moose, I look at them, how exactly they do it. I try to memorize how they cut it, the meat. And today, I do li'eli. I do it exactly the way it needs to be done.
Our people call it wakamne. A long time ago, my grandfather, great-great-grandfather, Wakaseskan, he had a vision about the lake. They weren't always here. He said, I'm going to go find that lake. He went walking all over the place. He found many lakes. He searched and searched. 3 years he searched. And he was coming close by here. It was getting dark. He made a camp and he went to sleep. Early in the morning, he heard some singing. And he got up, he was all by his lonesome, man, and said, that's the song of my people. I better go find them. My people might be around. He built a raft, and he started going towards the singing. It was foggy, and the fog When the fog started lifted and the sun come out, the fog started lift. He came to a rock island. That's where the song was coming from. And he looked around, and the lake looked familiar. He went walking that way alongside the lake, and he found a lot of duck eggs and ducks nesting, birds nesting, Saskatoon, strawberries, and all kinds of different plants that you can eat, wild roots, vegetables. Animals were here too. And this is what the lake he was dreaming about. So he went back and he got his people and he brought it here.